All right, here is what is really going on with Bitcoin and this big dump. Let's talk about Bitcoin price and altcoin price and where these things are headed next. First, let's do a bit of history to understand where we are in the first place. In this scenario, we're using the trend-based Fibonacci, and the laws here simply state that once a weekly candle closes above a significant Fibonacci level, we continue to the upside until we reach the next Fibonacci level. Here, we closed a weekly candle above the 0.786 and that took us to the 1.618. Now, according to this strategy, when you leave from the 0.786, you are going to the 1.618 and you will most likely come back to the 0.786 before you go to the 2.618. So you went up here, came back down here. I explained why we did not actually hit this 0.786 in another video. Then that took us to the 2.618 by closing a weekly candle right here. After that 2.618, most of the times, just most of the times, about 60 to 70% of the times, you will come back to the 1.618. That's what is currently happening right here. Zoomed in, you will see it like so. All you need to do is close a weekly candle above this level to go to the next level. You see how we are topping out right there, yeah? I made a video here somewhere around 104k reminding you of this possibility. Now, after this 2.618, the next level will be the 4.618 to 4.764. That's somewhere around 170k for BTC. So after this retracement right here, if we go back to close a weekly candle above this level, that's the 2.618, we would be targeting this one right here. That's somewhere around 170. We are not saying that we must go to 170, by the way. We are just saying that this is the approximate level to watch out for in the event of a weekly candle close above this 2.618, somewhere around 104k. Hopefully we all understand. Now, this is the trend-based Fibonacci here. Let's go now to the Fibonacci extensions to get more probabilities and confluences. With the Fibonacci extensions, we actually topped out at a 1.618. Now, I'm not really depending on this one, but according to this, we should be going to the 2.618, which means that our lowest target to the upside will be somewhere around 150k for BTC. Now, let's zoom into this particular zone right here and see what's actually going on there. What is that telling us? Zoomed in, it looks like this. According with this distribution right here, there is a chance that we go as low as 70k. Just a chance. We're not saying we must go as low as 70. If you watched my previous YouTube video, you will understand why that's just a chance, yeah? We're not saying that we must go there, but there's a chance that that happens. There's a pocket between 70 and 65, and this is the lowest we can see for BTC. We have no other targets to the downside. We are not saying that we can't go lower. We're just saying that that's the lowest we can see. We have no other evidence to suggest that we go lower. This pocket right here is the lowest we can see. This coincides with our projection for USDT dominance. Remember, BTC trades against USDT, yeah? So when USDT dominance goes up, it means that money is flowing from BTC and crypto in general into the USDT stablecoin. When USDT dominance goes down, it means that money is flowing from USDT into BTC and other cryptocurrencies. So to know if BTC is going to go up or down, we need to look here. This is basically looking at the pockets of whales and investors and traders, basically. Here, we've had the first move to the upside, which is the first wave. Here, we have the second wave. And here, we are currently having the third move to the upside. Remember, we trade by 3 drops and 3 pumps, yeah? So the issue here, which I have been reminding you for the past couple of days, is we did not know if this zone right here was going to be the top of the third move to the upside. That's why I was reminding you that there's a chance that we come as high as the 2.618 right here, because the 1.618 most of the times is not the top. That's about 30% of the times, by the way. And given the fact that we have actually closed a daily candle above this 1.618 right here, the chances of going as high as the 2.618 are now significantly higher. As we zoom in closer, you will see that clearer, yeah? So we close this daily candle here above this 1.618, and most of the times, it's not the top. Most of the times, about 30% of the times, it's not the top. Most of the times, the 2.618 is actually the top. Now, if you measure from here to here, it's somewhere around 12%, and normally, the same 2.618 right here is the 70K we just mentioned on BTC. But if you measure from the same price on BTC, BTC to the 2.618, that will give you somewhere around 13%, while here it will give you 12%. This is the reason why I always say that it's not one-to-one, yeah? USDT dominance may move up by 5% and BTC only drops by, say, 4%. So we will keep eyes on this one here. If we can have another daily candle, or say if this current daily candle comes as low as closing below this 1.618 right here, that will be a clear rejection, and it will mean that there will not be price going up as high as here. So we keep eyes on this one. So to summarize on BTC, I'll be making a video very soon on YouTube, by the way, so make sure to be there, Understanding Crypto on YouTube. To summarize, this is the lowest we can see. We have no other targets to the downside between 70 or maybe 71, because we don't know if USDT dominance would have topped out before BTC reaches here. If USDT dominance reaches its own 2.618 before BTC reaching here, BTC will bottom without reaching here. Most of the times it will happen like that. You'd have a target on BTC and have a target on USDT dominance, and as USDT dominance reaches its own target before BTC, BTC bottoms out. So be very watchful of that factor. But this is just the lowest we can see on BTC. And after that, we will now be expecting a rebound where it will move back to the upside. If it goes back to the upside and closes a weekly candle above this 2.618 right here, you can see 2.618. If it closes a weekly candle above this 2.618, you'll be headed to somewhere around 150 to 170k for BTC. So clearly, we don't have evidence to suggest that we are in a bear market now and we are going to, some crazy figures to the downside, as some may suggest. We don't have evidence for that. Perhaps it's going to happen, but we don't have the evidence to suggest it. For altcoins, well, we are still here. This is Bitcoin dominance. And basically, altcoin season means that it is a time when altcoins overperform relative to Bitcoin. It does not really just mean that altcoins pump, yeah? Because sometimes altcoins may move up by 20, 40, 50%, and some people launch meme coins and they do well, and we say, oh, that's alt season, and when they die, or say when they collapse, people say, okay, altcoin season has come and gone. No, it has not come yet, because this has not crashed yet. This right here was the altcoin season of the previous bull market, this big drop right here. So what we would identify to be an alt season would be a big drop right here on BTC dominance. This drop right here was the altcoin season of the bull market before the previous one, yeah? So we need to see a big drop right here for BTC dominance, meaning that most of the capital in BTC will be flowing into altcoins, and that's why they would pump. Now, in the previous bull market, we did have this zone right here, and I identified this zone as the top for BTC dominance. We will have to see if BTC will hold this one as the top, because the same analysis that you will use here, you will also use here, and you will see that we've actually reached the 2.618 right there, and after that, we have no other targets to the upside. Again, we are not saying that it can't go higher. We are just saying that we have no evidence to suggest that it will go higher. Therefore, from here on out, we will be expecting it to plummet. It could consolidate for a while, but really that's just the highest we can see for BTC dominance. And so we will now be waiting for it to take a big plummet to the downside, which will obviously pump altcoins. So that's mostly it, folks. From here on out, I'll just be waiting for this thing to plummet. It could take some maybe weeks or months, but yeah, that's the analysis for BTC dominance, or say the altcoin market. I will see you in the next one, but until then, stay safe.